allow the co-op to deny a range creep. As we're looking at the runes, it is gonna be... Is that 4 runes? It's 4 runes. Like, what were they doing? They want to kill 7 jets. Monte? Okay, they want to kill the wave versus the troll. Vladik is dead. What the hell? I mean, I'm glad you guys didn't get to see that. They just went for the creep wave too late, used the blood grenade, and then Vladik went into the tower to kill the creeps. And he got 2 of them. 2 of them got denied and he died. What? You give away 4... This is one of the worst stars that you can ever get, right? The enemy carry gets the first blood. It's an enemy carry that can literally solo carry this game. You lose 4 runes. I really don't get it. I don't want to play the lane versus the Jakiro and the troll. Understandable, but very weird approach from Monte. They're gonna be able to cut those waves, sure. Even 2 denies from the Jakiro. Okay, this lane is destroyed. Like, straight up destroyed. Now, if you would maybe get an idea, oh, I'm gonna lane. No, you're not. The troll will demolish you. His boots is already being delivered. He's ready to run you down. And then there's this Jakiro. There's no pushover either. He is still level 1 on the Jakiro, but it doesn't matter. You're both level 1 on Cubify and Vladik. Now look at the troll. Think about coming forward. He has level 3. His boots are being delivered at the moment. Well, Zip Zap versus Moonlight. Moonlight stands his ground. Actually wins the trade. Go for the dissimulate. Secures the creep. Has the resonant pulse. Zip Zap coming forward. He is he's not getting a single point in the Shadow Strike and actually going for a kill. Okay, that's the second lane that's going disastrous for Monte. And there could be a third lane as well. Crystallized getting his damage drained, getting his life drained. Dexter could be next on the menu. He actually decides to fight. Man, you're not winning this one. He's gonna fight until the very end, and in the end will only be his. The tree gets burned by lightning. 4 kills already for next up. This is the type of a star that can literally cost you the game already. Yep, a little bit of baffled here. The only lane that... No lane is going okay. I was about to say the mid lane, but you actually got solo killed. That is a disaster. Primal Beast is level 2, 3 minutes in. I mean, I was talking about the Darkseer being destroyed in the lane. This is much, much worse. Doesn't get much better than this for next up. And sure, their laning setup is good. It's not this good. The Razor shouldn't have 10 CS over the Wind Ranger. The Troll shouldn't be 2.5 timing the CS of the Primal Beast. He should be winning. And Queen of Pain should not be killing the Void Spirit. Like, there's just no way. Plus 4 bounty runes right on top of that. Okay, but you go forward. You have to look into the future. Because living in the moment right now is not a thing for Monte. They can maybe die in this moment, but live not so much. Cubify, getting some stacks off. It's dangerous. In this kind of a situation where this far behind, you can very easily lose those stacks. At least Crystallized will be finishing off Shizoid, so there it is. The Wind Ranger has started doing a bit better. That's just a kill. Her CS is still problematic. Has the same amount of CS as a Primal Beast who... Well... who's having a bad time? Look at that bottom lane that Marcy had 69. Vladik. He has a healing salve. They can get back up to full. They don't know about this. Zvezd pushed out of the lane while the Marcy is not there. Things have settled. Let's put it that way. So the gold lead isn't increasing. Things are looking okay for both of the sides. Monte still not having the greatest of times just because of what happened early on, but in the past 2 minutes they've been able to stop the bleeding. The problem is this troll is untouched, and 7 Jesu is going to be going for a battle fury. This time around, it's not going to be a 17-minute battle fury. It's going to be like 12 minutes for this troll. And I like this, right? You see that the game is going really, really well for you. You see no reason to go for an Aghanim Scepter. You can win this one a bit later on and secure that the victory will go your way. As Zvez, tossed into the tower, Cubify, nice rotation, gonna be using the Phase Bolt, a couple of more hits on Zvez are gonna kill him. There's the sapling, and he does get taken down, Crystallized, getting killed, and nearly next to the menu, Nature's Grasp, slowing him down. He needs to get into the trees, there will be a power shot if he connects it. That is a kill. Dispose being used, power shot off the mark. He's not gonna be able to connect it onto Jakiro, who's not really the fastest of heroes, but very nice usage of that little river there, as Vladik is being dived now by 7 Jesu, who has 7 fervor stacks on himself, and Vladik, one more hit, actually dies, uses the upper a bit too late, no extra armor for you. And 7 Jesu gets a solo kill. He continues now. Zvez back to the world of the living, going for Eknard. Crystallize will do his best to save his buddy. Power shot. Let's connect on Shizoid. So even if you lose Eknard, you might still get a return kill. Shizoid getting into the trees. Zvez taking a lot of damage from the towers. Maybe he should have focused on him. And there's the creeps to provide vision. Of course, the small camp isn't going to be doing that much. Crystallize, he gets the 3rd kill onto himself. And the 3rd kill for his team in general. Nobody else has killed anybody at the moment. Crystallize looking to have a decent game so far. I think the other heroes on his team can't really say the same. So a lot is gonna be on him. Crystallize, the former Na'Vi player. I actually thought he was gonna have a better career, but it's still not over. Moonlight is level 6, has double astral step, doesn't really have the mana, has 10-1 charges, so isn't going to die, but he might need a bottle refill to make something happen here. Chol, 4.2k net worth. We can switch to that as well, and he is super far ahead of everybody else. The Wind Ranger is still okay in that regard, but doesn't really do all that much damage. We'll see if Crystallize just get the Javelin. It might be a smart choice to go for that route and actually contribute a little bit to towards killing the players. Rubik TPing to the outpost to the bottom lane, so they want this Razor dead with the focus fire. It's not impossible. Actually, yeah, he did go for the focus fire. I wanted to see if he maybe went for the whirlwind, but not really. There are some Wind Rangers that have started experimenting with that facet. Not a lot of them. Zip Zap takes a lot of damage. Let's see who's going to be lucky. It is going to be Zip Zap. Gets the Arcane Rune. Gets all. Now he's going to get all of his HP back. And we'll just be looking to use his spells. As bottom lane, the Rubik that just rotated is going to get his damage. And, of course, his life drained from him. Focus Fire on Vanilla. Crystallize will get him. The question is, does he have the movement speed necessary to get out of this one alive? There's the Wind Run being used. Shizoid still running forward. Queen of Pain has the Arcane Rune. Going to be blinking forward. They need to dispose. Shizoid is pretty speedy. Not speedy enough to get on top of Crystallize in time. And he probably felt there was somebody else gunning for him. While all this is happening, the troll is still bullying the Primal Beast, who's trying to farm some stats and maybe finally get towards his Pulverize. There it is. So things are shaping up for Monte. They're getting their timings, at least on the levels, but in terms of network, they're still suffering immensely. And I don't see that changing anytime soon, unless next up, of course, just runs in and feeds a couple of unnecessary kills. I would be very surprised if Monte are able to make some moves that make a difference. The Queen of Pain still wants to go towards the bottom lane. There's the rebound, dispose. Gonna be used. Crystallize, completely fine. Still no Wind Run being used. There's the Moonlight going onto the Marcy. Will be able to take it down. Crystallize runs away from the static link, and now that does leave Zvez open. There's one more asset set up to slow him down. He still has a decent amount of HP left. Sonic Wave, make sure the Cubify is dead, and it seems that the Razor will survive. Actually, Focus Fire Zip Zap, that's gonna be the bigger kill. Ice Path, great. Onto the 3 of the Moonlight will be able to survive all the overtime damage, and Crystallize and Eknard, they do finish off Vanilla. It will be the Sapling that actually gets the kill. And this is what I was talking about. These are the types of moves that can cost next up the game. Vladek is coming towards the top lane to defend the tower and actually goes for the pulverize onto the troll, smashes him into the ground. He's trying to force out that ulti. Troll doesn't want to use it just yet. And there it is. The nets are going to be connecting. Oh, ulti. Understandable. Overgrowth will be used. Now he's gonna have to use it. The thing is, he's right next to the tower. He's gonna try to beat up the tree and protection. He actually has access, and that is how you bring down trees. You cut them down. Here's the rotation of Crystallize. There will be a shackle shot as well as a power shot, and Vladek, he gets the kill on the guy who has been bullying him for 10 minutes. And guys, be careful who you bully. They might grow up to be a big beast, as there is going to be Moonlight getting a kill with an AD rune. Zipzap gets the blink away. Nice ice path to cover for him, as well as the dual breath. Cubify, no level 6 just yet. On to Rubik, he's only level 5 and a quarter. Monte are just moving better on the map. They made a mistake in the laning phase, multiple mistakes, still doing relatively well. Moonlight, that AD rune does pack a punch. This is going to be the first rune of the Void Spirit and looking really solid with it. It's still behind in net worth, but his rotations thus far in spell usage has been on point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Hold it is still 3k. The troll has a Battle Fury. Next item will be an Aghanim Scepter. Understandable. Such a good Aghanim Scepter game. Removing the Resonant Pulse Shield, Wind Run, removing the Overgrowth. It's just looking like a great game. You can even purge off the Onslaught, so the Primal Beast won't be able to charge in. When is that Rubik gonna get his level 6? Cubify there with his picture is blocking on it, but I can see his 3/4 there. It's gonna be coming. Smoke up. They would like to get on top of that Queen of Pain. We'll see if that's going to be allowed. The Queen is going for a Dagon. Understandable. That has been the way to go. Moonlight doesn't have any mana. It actually has 15 charges. They did find Vanilli. He's fine. Moonlight has been targeted by the troll, but in the end will be fine. Illusion Rune found by the Queen of Pain. Not the best one, and actually used it instantly, while Zvezd is going to get focused fire to death. And that is going to be Overgrowth, and the focus fire used, of course, Overgrowth, a much higher cooldown. And Maelstrom still wasn't done. Only now Crystallize will have it. It was just the Javelin, more than enough damage to deal with the Razor. Wind Ranger sporting the Ironwood tree. It is back. Tackle shot with the Ironwood tree is actually not half bad. Actually has pretty solid placement, 800 range. So with a hero like a Wind Ranger, you can definitely use it to use your shackle shot. Nowadays there's just so many trees on the map of Dota, so you shouldn't have issues with that. They're back in this game, Monte, right? The win probability is like 60 to 40 in favor of Next Up, but the way that they have been playing, none of their moves have been working out, really. Maybe, okay, Onslaught gonna be used. There's the rebound. Dispose. Aknart's looking like he's in trouble. 7-1 charges, never gets the chance to use it. Shizoid, however, will probably pay with his life. Onslaught forward, decided not to go, and Crystallite, he gets the kill with the proc of the Maelstrom. Where's the help? Nobody's coming to save the Razor. He's dead as well. Stolen Plasma Field. Crystallize gets a double. He's wicked. 6-7-1 on Crystallize. Deeping to the mid lane, wants to defend the tower instantly. Let's see if he can kill Zipzap. No, he's just gonna push him away. Just a couple of hits is gonna be enough. And once again, it is Monte coming out ahead. 7Jessu has just been farming all this time. It feels like he's not even interested to help his team open up the towers. You win the laning stage heavily, be 4k ahead, 7 minutes in, and you don't bring down a single tower 14 minutes into the game. You are going to be the first one to lose the tower in this game. I never thought this was going to be happening after that laning stage, but miracles do happen. The innate ability of the Primal Beast allows him, Colossal, to take down that tower faster. I think that Colossal innate ability is going to be changed. They're probably going to be getting a better idea fairly soon. Probably there's been a couple of Reddit threads speaking about it, giving better ideas, so they might just steal that from the community. You already lost 2 towers, and next up I'm baffled. Really. And finally the troll will rotate to the bottom lane. Thank you 7Jessu for making a rotation. It was very needed for him to become active effective in this game, considering how good of a game he's been having so far. He's level 13. Nobody even comes close. I mean, with that kind of a laning stage, how would you
Radiant are scanning.
get the first blood? All 4 runes. The enemy offlaner just tries to cut waves or whatever. Does nothing. So now all of the ultis are actually available apart from the Eye of the Storm, which is going to be up in 50 seconds. Razor used it just for farming. 81 Zip Zap, Overgrowth will be used. They overlap their stuns, so it's probably going to be the Queen of Pain surviving. Gets the blink away. Nice usage of the spells there. Moonlight actually coming forward. They brought down Zip Zap from the other side. Moonlight hiding in the trees. They're going for Vanilli, slowing him down. Pulverize is going to be used. Focus fire on 7. Jesse already used his ulti. Very soon he's going to die. He might actually get the kill. Crystallize is trying to get him. There's going to be a big kill if Crystallize loses his life as well, and he will be able to get a double. He's godlike at the moment. The Lapier, no way with Plasma Field will finally take his life. While Moonlight tries to TP away. The rebound won't allow it. He will stand his ground and fight as he cannot do anything. Nothing else left in the tank. It will be a full 5-man wipe with Svezd surviving along with this support on the Marcy. It is finally going to be a win for next up. Losing the troll is going to be painful, but you still do win this fight. And it all started with the Queen of Pain barely surviving after the overlap of the spells between the Treant and the Void Spirit. And now Ecknard could be in trouble as well. He needs to deal with that ward. Enough? No, he won't be able to survive. Just not being able to take down a sentry in time. Razor does it faster and even protects his ward and the sentry, both getting a bonus kill for himself. Just like that, this Razor is very close to the top of the network chart while he was struggling just a couple of minutes ago. But that is what happened when you are kind of the only core that survives inside of a team fight. 6k gold lead, very good advantage for them. Ether Remnant, Pulverize. There is going to be a nice usage of the Ice Path, lift up just in time. What was stolen, that is going to be a Scream, but he didn't have the chance to use it. In the end, the Queen of Pain will survive that Ice Path, the only reason that the Queen of Pain is still breathing. The game definitely far from over, but again, it's next up that are in full control. I still don't like that they're not making aggressive plays. Their troll is completely uninterested in fighting. There's going to be a Bloodstone on the Razor done right now. I can accept from the troll as well, popping the Bloodstone, trying to fight Onslaught forward. He's just not losing any HP. They need the Void Spirit. They need another core to help him. Maybe even the Wind Ranger to rotate. It doesn't even have the Focus Fire. He did kill Shizoid. There's Moonlight. Here comes the Wind Ranger as well. Shackle Shot will connect this Razor. He's not taking any damage. Focus Fire doing a lot, and the Sonic Wave is gonna be destroying 3 of the heroes. Moonlight does finish him off, but that's gonna be a very dead Crystallized as well. He just TP'd in, and another time you're gonna get all of your heroes wiped. Moonlight is going for the kill. He won't even be able to finish him off. The Dagon is the thing that takes his life. Actually, make it 7 Jesu in his whirling axis, and the tier 2 tower will fall. This is the next step that we were looking for after the laning phase. We wanted them to play like this, to be the ones on the aggressive. And finally, with the Razor and his tankiness, they'll be able to do this. Bloodstone really making a difference, as they cannot kill him. He has the Vampire Fangs, Mage Slayer, and the Bloodstone. He's just not a target that you can kill without the Focus Fire. And maybe from now on, this Wind Ranger will have to keep that in mind.
Radiant are scanning.
So it's a 9k gold lead. The win probability, 86% for next up. There is a smoke from Monte. This is one of those situations where you might even decide to GG out early if you see that you cannot fight. But the main idea is protect the Roche. They have really good vision right now. Enemies are not close to protect the troll. He has his ulti. Know roughly where he is now. He's gonna be under vision there for a second. Ecknard comes from the other side. Onslaught forward. Marcy should be dying fairly fast. The Simulate does finish him up. The rest of next up will be joining in by being used, and the troll running forward. Already the Queen of Pain is dead, so there's not gonna be big AoE damage. Pulverize is gonna be used on the troll. No overgrowth at the moment, but look at that. Jakiro is dropping low as well. Running forward, these two guys, they feel pretty much unkillable. Stolen Plasma Field by Cubify. They really want to kill the troll. He's gonna be popping his ulti. Crystallize tries to run away. No wind run for you. The Glapier, the overgrowth troll, he needs to remove it. Will be able to do it, but in the end, he's still gonna go down. Now that does leave the Razor all alone, and this is the turnaround they were looking for. Now the Bloodstone will be used. They need to be very careful though. Without the Eye of the Storm, he doesn't really do all that much damage. Just one Plasma Field gives him away so much of his HP back. And the Shackle Shot perfectly placed by Crystallize to finish him off. Power Shot is the thing that gets them the kill. Now Marcy needs to go through the Twin Gaze. They knew she was there, and Shizoid will go through it. With that, his life will be intact, but he has already died have won in that fight. Could have been a 6-0. What a fight for Monte, getting them back into the game. Not completely, but reducing the goal lead of the enemy significantly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Crystallize is going for a Hurricane Pike. I actually love this. Right, you're versus a co-op Razor and the Troll, all three of the heroes wanting to get into your face, and it really is gonna protect you. Of course, if you're not careful, sometimes you can make a mistake, and the whirling axis of the Troll, the ranged form, can actually purge off your Force Staff. But it is just not something that is likely to happen. Also, Monte, they can constantly fight. That is one thing that we have to keep in mind. Like, Overgrowth is their highest cooldown, and it's really not that high. Troll, next item going to be a BKB. Doesn't want to get kited any longer. Usually when you have this Aghanim Scepter build, you try to skip it. You maybe go for something like an SNY, but it's just way too many stuff. The lift up, the Shackle Shot mostly. Shackle Shot and the Ether Remnant are probably the most annoying ones. And now even Eknard will have a Force Staff. Really big Force Staff game versus the Static Link versus the Troll. Even getting a hero away from the Sonic Wave is a possibility. At least after the pipe wants the BKB. Understandably, you don't want your Pulverize countered. You pop the BKB, you go for the Pulverize, and you want it to be a full duration. It really does help. Even when the Troll gets his BKB, it's really not going to be mattering that much with the BKB piercing disable. There's an Axe on the Void Spirit. I think that's the main thing now. You don't really have anything that's able to remove that. Marcy and the Troll are getting BKBs, and Queen of Pain will have a Yules. But still, you have double the silence, so you can still be waiting for it. Respectfully, it's not that long of a silence, but still quite nice. 2 seconds. Not too bad. You wait for her when she lands, and you can still kill her in those 2 seconds, no problem. Or at least set up for some follow-up stunts. The Roche will fall, though. Now with the Focus Fire, very easy. And actually, the Rubik stole the sidekick, and he put it on the Wind Ranger, and now it still lasts. Even though he lost the spell, it's still there. I don't think this is how it should be working. Look at the Wind Ranger damage. This is actually huge. Usually when the Rubik has these spells that persist, actually no, you know, when you have the traps, they persist. When you have the mines from the techies, they persist. So maybe this is intentional. Now they have the Aegis, they have the Focus Fire as well. Overgrowth ready. Shizoid, no BKB just yet. They're gonna be going for the Troll. The Shackles are not gonna disconnect. There's Lilith, he's gone. Crystallize is on a killing spree, and there's just going to be a bonus on Shizoid. Both of the heroes that are trying to get their BKBs are going to be slowed down in their tracks. Big deal. Crystallize is the one who picks up both of them. Just Monte are playing better Dota. Next up in the perfect laning stage with one fight where they wipe them. Usually that would be enough if you just play solid Dota afterwards. But Monte making more moves, making cleaner moves, and then mowing down towers. The second tier 2 of the game is going to be theirs. Acropyre, Vanilli, really? He shows himself. The Glacier will connect as well as the Ether Remnant. What was stolen? That's going to be an Ice Path given to the Rubik. It is only level 1, but it is still a huge spell.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Game completely even now. A 2k goal lead. You could even say, because of the momentum, that Monte have more chances of winning. The Dota Plus is not showing, as the Troll, of course, is considered a better late game hero than the Wind Ranger. But in terms of movements, in terms of spell usage, in terms of setting up the fights, everything, Monte are doing better. And there is a regen rune for Moonlight to pick up the bottle up right now if he wants to. Brilliant is a little bit low in the mana department, but gets a Void Stone delivered and the Clarity, so Eknard will be able to contribute with his team. It's not uncommon for the Treant to have mana issues. Goal. Run, please. Run. You don't want to die again. The Glacier does connect. He knows where he is, taking down the trees. Doesn't see him at this moment, but is still chasing forward. Shackle shot. He has nothing to shackle him to. 7 Jesu turns around, removes the but help is coming. He did remove the wind run. Now pulverize into the ground. He's not going to be healing enough, even with his ulti. The second it expires... what? What? They are ahead, and just 25 minutes in, they GG'd out. They know there's nothing to fight for in this tournament, but it has to be pretty demoralizing that after a laning stage like that, there is nothing you can do. 7 Jessu GGing out early. I don't know. I hope it's not the case, but there might be some disagreements in the team. I've played professional Dota. A GG like that, even if there were no problems, the rest of the team is definitely not going to be happy. It was just literally him getting caught and then him himself getting mad and not wanting to play any longer. We'll call it GG, and that's going to be a series that lasts less than an hour. It's not going to be as short as Dandelions versus Vidar was, but it is going to be the one to end the day. So that's going to be it for today, guys. We had 3 series today. To end the group stage. We had Dragon versus T, and Team T did win 2-0. Vidar did go up against Dandelions. They did lose 2-0. Next up, lost 2-0 to Monte. You saw that series right now, and just better. Before the series started, they did forfeit to Nightpulse. So we already at the start of the day knew which teams are going through, but let's go into the groups to just remind ourselves. It's going to be Nightpulse, Team T, and DMS that are going to be going through from Group A, and Hrivnia, Dandelions, and Monte from Group B. There it is, Nightpulse, T, DMS, Just Better, and Dragon Esports. Unfortunately, we're going to have to say goodbye to them. And what about Group B? Let's remind ourselves about the teams there. Shortly, that will be on our screen. There it is, graphics looking as clean as always. I'm really digging the green here. Hrivnia, Monte, and Dandelions there. Vidar next up gonna be eliminated tomorrow. It is gonna be a break, so don't worry, guys. We haven't forgotten about you. Don't think we're going somewhere. And then the day afterwards, Mouse and Liga are going to be joining, and we're going to have the 4 best of 3s in the upper bracket, starting at 10 CEST, like always. So don't worry, guys. There's going to be more Dota to come. But until then, have a good day, good night, good morning, wherever you are in the world, and bye-bye.